Okay, so I'm making this video because I couldn't find like specific instructions or feedback on the 5-inch rough country lift kit for the Tahoe '07 and up model. So I'll start with the cons because people always remember the bad stuff first. So the first con I found that I had was during install. If you look, they had to install a 2-inch leveling spacer because it was still nose down. If you look, as you can see now, it's level. Everything looks good. I know I'm going to get the question. So these are 33 1250 20 fuel gripper MTs on 20 by 10 rough country wheels with a 4.75 inch back spacing. I don't remember the offset, but the back spacing works. The other con is that if you look at the gap in the wheel well between the rear and the front, you can see, like most lift kits, it's going to bring that rear axle in, and because of that, on curves and turning, I have a bit of it gets a little squirrely. The alignment's good to go, so I ordered the rough country lower control arm, rear control arm brackets. If that doesn't work, then I'll get something that's more adjustable, but I figured since I don't go off-road, this is a straight up on the street car, it just never goes off-road, that the bracket should be fine. Also, when I measured the shifting of the rear axle, it's even with the bracket, it's still not centered. So I ordered a Freedom Off-Road rear control, adjustable rear control bar. Some of you call it the pan hard bar, whatever, it's all the same. So you can see the bracket that's right there. It's not doing well, so that's gonna come off. Even though the bar won't be level, it'll still center the axle, and then the bracket should recenter the the axle back in the real well, and that should fix my issues. My alignment is good though. Like if I'm going straight, there's no issues. I ordered these for the tie rod ends. It's just a heavy duty upgrade. The guy that installed my kit, he said that was a good idea. Other than that, I don't have any other complaints. I didn't go with the spacers. I went with the extended struts. They're essentially the same rough country stock, that's just longer. At some point I'll go over to the upgraded rough country vortex coilovers, especially now that I essentially paid for a 5-inch lift, but it looks like it's almost 7. So in a small way, my wheels look a little small, as you can see, in my opinion. It is what it is. My intent was to go with 5-inch and 33s. At some point I will go with 35s later on, but I just bought this, so it's going to ride like this for a little while. It is smooth, it is stiff, but I prefer the stiff ride from the plush stock ride. It was just too soft for me. Let's see, one of the other things that I had, so with the 5-inch kit, it doesn't recommend cutting the bump stops, but as you can see, they're pretty much sitting on there. So when I get when I install the rear components, I'm going to cut the bump stop off. You do have to cut the bump stop on the 7 and above kit, but not for the 5 kit. But I don't know if rough country has just got some stiffer rear coils or what, but there's no spacers on this thing, and it was not level at all, and it's level now. So I'll try to back out and give another shot of it. I don't know. I mean, it looks good. It rides fine for the most part. I think I got 35 tire pressure. I like the wheels, and I know people are gonna be like, well, why'd you buy rough country wheels? I have a thing where I want all my parts to be the same. So yeah, rough country lift, rough country wheels. If they would have had rough country tires, I probably would have bought those. Trying to think, is there anything else that I had questions about? Oh, this is how much cutting needs to be done. So if you look at your front bumper, that had to be cut. Obviously they cut some there, and then underneath, that piece that goes there, that's been cut off. Yep, it's 2-wheel drive, so I know somebody's gonna clown me about that, but like I said, it's just for looks, and it doesn't go off-road. Even if it was 4-wheel drive, I still wouldn't take it off-road. That's what Jeeps are for, in my opinion. But I know somebody's gonna have something to say. It's cool though. Trying to think, what else is there? But yeah, this is the look from the back. Like I said, the tires do look small in the wheel well, but I know this is running a little long, so I'm gonna go ahead and post it up on the group, and at some point I might post it on YouTube too, because there was like nothing for me to find. It was just like bits and pieces of information, but I definitely could have fit 35s with this kit. And if I really wanted to get aggressive with the chopping, you could fit 37s just looking at it. At some point, I'll go with aftermarket bumper and get rid of all this, and then 37s will easily fit. But yeah, here we go. It is what it is. Say hello. No, you're not gonna say hello?